What's good, y'all? It's me, Chris. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing Barack Obama and defunding the police. Now, listen, I understand what Barack Obama represented for a lot of black people here in the United States. He was our first black president. It was a very historical moment for a lot of people, especially our elders, people who lived through the Great Depression and through the Civil Rights Movement. Really never thought that this day would come. So it revitalized a lot of people, gave a sense of hope. It gave us the idea that we were progressing forwards towards liberation and equality, and that we were moving towards a scene of visibility. Barack Obama was so unapologetic. In my opinion, the way he displayed his blackness, he had his black wife and his black children. I never felt that he was trying to assimilate in that sense. He brought back decorum to the White House. There was always a sense of calm when he spoke, like, especially coming after George Bush. It meant a lot for a lot of people in this country, but especially black people. But that man is long gone, and I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you that, y'all. So for those of y'all that don't know, Barack Obama recently appeared on a political Snapchat talk show. It was a part of a press tour to promote his memoir, A Promised Land. And in this interview, Barack Obama had discussed numerous of political topics, such as the increase in black men that have voted for Trump, as well as the importance of having young voices in the Democrat political parties such as AOC. So he discussed some important conversations, but the statement that stood out the most was his comments on defunding the police. And this is from thehill.com. And this article reads, the former President Obama said political candidates lose support when using snappy slogans like defund the police in an interview scheduled to be released Wednesday. Obama told Peter Hamby, who hosts a political Snapchat show, Good Luck America, that those who use the slogan could jeopardize the goal of enacting meaningful reforms for police. You lost a big audience the minute you say it, which makes it a lot less likely you're going to get the changes you want done. The former president said in an interview scheduled to go live at 6 a.m. on Wednesday, according to Exos. The key is to deciding, do you want to get actually something done, or do you want to feel good among the people you already agree with, Obama added. Nigga, Obama has really been wilding post his presidential run. Like, the nigga has had so many problematic comments. He's gone into depths about respectability politics. Also has had some crazy criticisms about digital activism and questioning the validity in it and just seeing it as like noise. I want to go into a quick rant about digital activism. I think that a lot of people constantly discredit and minimize the work that people do online. And I really have a problem with that for numerous of reasons. One, it's ableist. There's some people who can't go out and do the work out in your community, so they have to do it online. There's a lot of people who don't have resources to school, so their sense of information they get is from the internet, is from people who are out there doing the work. Some people don't have time to go to school because of work, taking their children, taking care of their parents. So like, digital activism definitely plays a part in liberation for all people. It just does. Like, this conversation about defunding the police would not be as big as it was if it wasn't for social media. Like, I'm tired of people trying to delegitimize the importance of people having platforms. He's on a whole ass Snapchat talk show, like a show on the internet that's discussing topics. People a lot of times see the internet as like, okay, well, what else are you doing? And it's like, this is a part of what I'm doing. I honestly wouldn't have the politics that I currently have now if it wasn't for people on Twitter, people on Instagram, talking about their experience, sharing the information that they've had, conducting panels, having podcasts, having YouTube videos, having TED Talks, like a lot of that stuff. Like, a lot of people think that the action comes in like changing the system, and it does, but part of it starts with just your ideology. How can you know how to attack something if you don't even know how it's operating, if you don't even know where the problems are stemming from? And digital activism has done just that. It's played a huge part, people find information on Black Lives Matter hashtags, on trans hashtags, on gay hashtags, on hashtags that are promoting the well-being of women's health. Like, I have a huge problem with people just being like, "Oh, you're just voices on the internet." And it's like, but people know who I am. People see the work that I'm doing. People see the importance of what I'm doing. I see the importance of the things that I'm doing. So, it, the further Barack Obama gets away from his presidency, the more that nigga just shows his ass. Like, at best, Barack Obama is a Democrat moderate. That nigga is no different than Joe Biden as far as I'm concerned. Frustrates me the most about Barack Obama is that man can literally just stay quiet. Like, didn't being the president already run its toll on your body so much? We seen the comparison of when you went in and when you exited, bruh. Ain't you tired of talking about politics? Like, the Obamas, Michelle and Barack had signed a Netflix deal. So I was ready to see like an Obama cinematic universe. Like, we already have gotten the documentary from Michelle Obama in the regards of her memoir. So I'm waiting for more content like that. Instead, he just keeps talking. He just keeps letting us know how much he cares about white tears. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, and I'm not saying a person to take examples and cues from white people, but like George W. Bush, take a cue from his book. That man has been quiet since he exited stage left and said, "Let me take all my money and rest." Like, Barack Obama, do you not want to rest? Do you not want to rest? Because I'm tired of you talking. It's so annoying that people think defund the police is a slogan when it's a literal call to action. Like, yes, we can have conversations about the messaging that follows that call to action. We can have conversations about how we structure our ideas and thoughts on this action. We can have conversations about the execution. But it's not a slogan. It's just very white supremacy of y'all to need a slogan for liberation and for that slogan to be so misleading. Transparency is so important when it comes into regards of talking about liberation and working towards an equality for everyone. Like, you need to be able to name the problem, address the problem, name the problem, where does it stem from, find out the solutions and work towards that. And that is exactly what defunding the police has been. It's just weird because I can't take credit for this thought. I've seen this circulating a lot. People have no problems in which the language is used that defunds education, defunds mental health, defunds a lot of resources in which that would be assisting people aside from the police. We've seen those get cut off by the head multiple year after year after year, and nobody has a problem with using that type of language with that. I really feel like the U.S. politics has just made this shit like such a show that it's got y'all thinking that like politicians are entertainers and we as the general public are the audience. Like, what's our draw? What are we selling? Like, nigga, you can't sell humanity? Defunding the police is at the request of the people. You name the ways in which you're experiencing harm so that way you can get to the root of it and find a solution. In Bell Hooks' book, The Will to Change, she states this over and over again, that we cannot possibly tackle the ways in which men lack emotional capacity if we cannot name where it stems from. This is the same case here. We're way too worried about how the truth will be perceived versus what the truth actually is. And this is applicable to all walks of life, all experiences, all people, all instances. I even experienced this when I'm doing YouTube and I'm writing out my notes and I'm thinking to myself, like, how blunt do I want this to be? Like, how can I not let this be so sharp? But the reality is, like, the truth hurts. Like, I want the truth to be digestible and understood, but I don't want the truth to be misleading. The last comments in Obama's statement, he says, the key is deciding, do you want to actually get something done or do you want to feel good amongst the people you already agree with? And for me, listen, I move for people who look like me and who having similar shared experiences. I'm moving for the most marginalized person, the most underserved person. Those are the people who are amongst me and in my lives every single day and I'm interacting with. So yes, it does feel good to agree with people amongst me. It does feel good to be feeling like I'm on the right side of history, motherfucker. Regardless of how the truth is perceived, that does not rock the conviction of what I speak and what I believe in. Do you know how many people I talk to on a daily and think that I'm crazy for the politics that I believe in and that the things that I want to achieve seem so far fetched? That don't deter me. Yes, it's gaslighting at its finest, but I don't care about those people. I do not care about those people. Y'all need to stop worrying about these white gays and white gays. I love the double entendre around that. And worry about the people who are actually trying to serve. Because y'all worried about the people who you're trying to get to come over to your side. I'm worried about those people who are most underserved and most underseen. That to me fuels my words, my speak, my beliefs, my politics. Not some Trump conservative supporter. I'm not trying to get him. And I know a lot of people will say that there's nuance because there's black people who don't believe in these things too. Cool. I'll put my work there. The same work I'm doing right now. It's a different type of conversation that I'll be having with my fellow other black people than I will with non-black people of color and white people. But yeah, that's all the thoughts that I have on this conversation. Please sound off. I would love to hear what y'all think about this conversation. Let me know if you watched the interview on Snapchat. Ever since IG stories came out, I just have deleted that app, y'all. That app, I only exist because I have like some memories on there that I like to keep and refer to sometimes. But otherwise, that chat, I don't know what Snapchat got going on. Apparently, they got a whole network of things over there. But leave your comments down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the Crispy Noah family. And I will see you on my next video. Bye.